Oh there.
All right. Let's turn that music down though.
Turn it down
you know
a
what I'm
little
saying?
bit.
'Cause that was real loud, like we about to do a rap song.
I know,
something,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Mic check.
But it's Dino and Bino with Vino by the window. But it really ain't Vino by the window
Not today.
because we drinking some dirty Lake Geneva.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot the lake.
I know she
Dirty.
just said dirty Geneva.
Okay, come on, say it again.
Okay,
Dirty Lake Geneva.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
y'all know what that was.
So that's Tito's vodka with some ginger beer. You know what I'm saying? That's that business right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Dirty Lake Genevas.
For real. Okay, so today's topic
We're talking
is all about
keeping the spark alive. You know, you could become stale or stagnant in your relationship. Did you just look away from me like I wasn't talking to you, bro?
I didn't know it was keep it the spark alive. I thought it was about what was that we were talking about? Okay, so it wasn't keeping the spark alive.
What was it about this time, darling?
It was about
being supportive.
Being supportive.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Keeping the spark alive will be next week.
It'll be next weekend.
Yes, next weekend. So this one is about supporting each other, regardless of whatever that is.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying if your husband decide to go to clown college or you decide to go to clown college, you like I'm not. Now, I'm just saying if you're real serious about being clown, being clowning around, I guess that's a job too. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But that's not necessarily where we were going. We were thinking in terms of, career change or deciding to go to school.
Yeah. Just being supportive in all aspects. Whether it is, what, I want to be a chef this week. Whatever the case is, supporting each other is key.
Even if you think he cooks like somebody who have no idea what cooking is about.
Right. I don't know why you said he. Because it could really be she. Because, a motherfucker get down in the kitchen now.
Well, let me say this. Zamanek.
Why I gotta be Zamanek?
Zamanek. Bino. A.K.A. That brother can throw that out. He throws it down in the kitchen. Okay, so I had to give him that. I can cook a little something too. I was cooking before we got together, but so we together, we're real good at that. However, if he decided that he didn't want to do what it is that he's currently doing, and was like, man, baby, I think I can make this work as a chef. I just need to do this because that's what my passion is. My job is to bitch inside my head, be like, oh my God, that's money we're not gonna have, and then you be like, but baby, you go ahead. I'm joking about the whole bitch inside your head because everybody has a dream, and we all have something that we really want to do. And
yes, we do.
I think the older we get, that if it's a real dream, it becomes a stronger dream, and it's just something you like. Listen, I gotta try my hand at this.
Yeah.
And your mate's job is to be like, you know what? I believe you can do this. And
not just a mate, but a friend.
Yeah, a mate, a friend.
That's true. It just being able to have that support system because you already doubting yourself.
Absolutely.
In a sense. But when you want to go ahead and give it a shot, you need that level of encouragement and be like, okay, you got this. And whatever support you need, whether, I'm always good with financial.
Right.
but
I know y'all wondering why did we chuckle at that?
Right. But when it comes down to having those words of encouragement to get you through.
Absolutely.
Because you're gonna have your shortcomings, and you're gonna feel like giving up, and you're gonna feel like quitting. But it ain't about that. I mean, you already know what you got to do, and then having the right support system, or having that right team with you will help the cause.
That is very true. That's like, and here, so I'm just gonna have to put Dina gonna put this on out there. I have had many a drink. All right, I'm like Martin Luther King, thousands on repeat. Okay, but I would have to say that I have been very fortunate that things that I thought I wanted to do, and at the time I wanted to do them. I did personal training, very briefly. don't want nobody trying to bust me out. Like, no, she didn't. She did it for 12 weeks. Whatever.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay. I did it for 7. All right.
7, yeah.
But my husband was one of the people I trained but when I wanted to do it, he paid for me to go to school, and unfortunately that didn't pan out. Okay. There were some other reasons that it didn't, but my thing is that I told him that's what I wanted to do, and he took the measures that it was going to take for me to get there. It was up to me to finish that, for which I did not. However, I appreciated that my honey bunny was like, that's what she wants to do, and that's what we're going to do. And that's what we're talking about, is that your mate believe in you enough. And you know, all our dreams don't always make it. But if you have a mate that's like, okay, sweetheart, yeah, you know, if this is what you want to do, then we're going to figure this out, and we're going to help you make that happen. And if that don't pan out, then I mean you move to something else, because sometimes we have an idea, well, that's what I really like to do.
Right.
But that does not necessarily mean that that's what you should do.
Right. Because you know what sounds good to us in the moment.
Absolutely.
Once we get started, you realize, oh shit, I think I'm in over my head.
Yes.
You know, I this really sounded good. Mm-hmm. It sounds good.
It sounds good.
But putting that shit into fruition, yes, it's a whole nother ball game sometimes.
Yes, it is.
So,
because personal training, I was good at it in the sense of I could grab people and then I could make them excited about doing it, but the whole school aspect of it was not my thing. Now, I went to school and I have some degrees, but it has nothing to do with personal training. But the idea sometimes should just remain an idea, or sometimes it doesn't go further than that.
But you know what? Even when you touch on school and you feel like, okay, I got this. You know, a lot of times you realize that when you're looking at the curriculum or some shit, it's overwhelming. Yes. You know, the amount of fucking information that you got to retain and be like, you know what? You know, I don't think I can support myself in this motherfucking career.
That's
you know,
so true.
I got to keep this shit moving. What the fuck was I thinking? I thought I was really smart.
I thought.
When I wasn't.
Yeah.
So,
and retaining, and the older you get, at least for me,
right,
the older you get, it's harder to retain information, especially if you have things like, if you have not been diagnosed with ADD or ADHD. I think they've changed it to just ADD. For me, which was my thing, and I didn't know that, and I'm trying to, I found myself trying to read this information over and over and over and over and over again, and it was just not retaining, and I kept repeating the same paragraphs over and over.
Yeah.
And Dominic was like, "But baby, maybe it's just something that's just not quite right."
Why
you
gotta put my government name on
your government name?
Dominic.
I'm sorry.
Dominic.
Bino said.
Right.
B-I-N.
Bino, you know what I'm saying? Short for Bino, represent Hagen, city of the Chi, Southside Chicago. Okay, back on subject, but
okay.
Yeah. But really, she needed a recovery mattress and a recovery pillow, because that's the type of support she needed when she fell back, because it was like, oh, fuck this.
And he was my recovery mattress and my recovery pillow. Yes.
Right. But whatever dreams that your mate, your friend, whoever may have, it's not our job to
poo-poo on it.
Right. It's not our job to be like, you know what, that don't sound like a good idea. That's not you. We are allowed to make the fucking mistakes that we're supposed to make, because then we figure out what we really want to do in life.
Absolutely.
Or we discover what we really want to do. I'm a Jamaican, so I done had every motherfucking job under the sun. And the one thing that I love about my wife is that in this over 6 years that we've been together, that I've had jobs and I've gave it a shot. I gave it a try. I worked at Costco.
Yes, you did.
I was selling food to motherfuckers. I was like, hey,
but he was good at
bring your motherfucking ass over. I didn't say all that, but just come over here. Give this a shot. You really gonna love it. This food is to die for. I done ate 100 pounds of it. I don't think we have anything left in stock. But, it's some good shit. We got to try it so we know what we selling. But, my honey was supportive, and that's most important, because I wouldn't have had the drive that I had if I knew that I wasn't doing it for a reason or a purpose to take care of my family. And you know, the biggest thing is, I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, let me say this.
Go ahead.
My honey bunny, I just feel like he's good at everything. He may not be, but I feel like he's good at everything. I'm going to tell you why I think he's good at everything. He's a researcher. He has a natural propensity for a lot of things. And I think there's nothing that he's tried that he couldn't do. Even if he didn't think he couldn't do it, I think he could. Right. And when you think that your mate can do something, sometimes that empowers you to be like, okay, I don't know if I could do this, but my baby think I can do this. And that lights the fire under you. And I think Dominic is Dum, aka Bino.
No, she keeps saying my government name.
I know I do. His government name. I'm sorry.
I got people looking for me and shit, but we just gonna leave that at that. So, you know, we'll keep it going.
That's okay. My government name gonna be in there at some point.
No, I ain't said it yet.
But what I think that is that I think he's extraordinary at whatever that is that he tries to do. And it's not just a try. This man succeeds at it. I know y'all probably like, she only saying that because that's that wine. That may be true. I mean, you know, if I was his friend, I might say the same thing, but I'm his wife. It is what it is. But I'm a very honest person. If I didn't think he was that good at it, I would not say it, I promise. Right. But I think that what it boils down to is if someone has the passion for it,
support it. I
have not worked in an office setting in quite some time. I've done it for years, but it's been years that I have not done it. My baby got more support or more belief that I was able to do it than I feel like I'm able to do it. And it has propelled me to feel like I can do it. And some days are better than others. I just started a job a couple of weeks ago, but he's made me feel that it can be done. Baby, you got this. You're the smartest person I know. Whatever that is. I don't truly feel it to my core, but with that encouragement, with the fact that he wants me to do well,
right?
Then that means I'm gonna do my best to do well.
Yeah.
So if you have a partner or a friend, but we're thinking more in terms of partner because we are married,
right?
You know, you have to encourage a partner, because sometimes we think we want to do something, and if we don't have all of the confidence, your partner can make a difference in how you go forward with it, right? Because
you realize that support is that foundation to help you build your structure, to help you build your roof, to help you, finish strong.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all need to be encouraged. We all need to be supported. I don't care how many people are like, I'm independent. Mm-hmm. It's not like that.
No,
it's good to hear that. Okay, well, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and I'm gonna support you 100%. Whatever it is you may need, because you never know what you need. You might feel like that you headed in the wrong direction, or you want to give up. And then somebody says something to you, and it ain't got to be somebody you know. Somebody says something to you that makes you know that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
My wife is a therapist, and whether she like it or not, she need to go get a master's, and I tell her that she ain't got to work because I'm the bread maker. So, but I'm gonna support whatever it is that she wants to do, and that's what it's all about.
And again, I know you all like, oh, they're just freaking blowing each other up. Man, they just really, I would say something else, but I don't want to say that. So I won't say that. But I know you all like, oh, they're just all in love with each other. Well, we are all in love with each other. Yes. However, I do think we try to speak as truthfully as we possibly can.
But if you think about it on the topic itself, whether y'all think, oh, they stroking each other's ego, they love each other. The bottom line is we support one another. And it's about support. So I'm going to support my wife 100%.
That's That's right.
Even if I feel like it's nonsense.
Be like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God, she want to give this a try. She don't even know how to knit. Why she grab a needle? She stabbed me. She went the wrong direction. But, you know, you still got to go ahead and support.
I thought I was going to come up with some like knitting terms.
Yeah.
But since I actually don't know how to knit, I can't come up with anything.
She don't.
I don't. No. But knitting is not my thing. However, I am just flighty enough that I'd be like, baby, I think I want to join a knitting class. He gonna support it, and I know his eyes gonna roll up in his head like a shark, like, oh my God, she's on some more other but okay, she said she wanna trust me, I when I tell you all I'm flighty, I am flighty.
Yeah.
I have.
So for me, it's support in a whole lot of fucking directions.
Yes.
You know, it's just got to be like, okay, you want to do this? I support it. You want to do this? I support it.
I be like, baby, I want to be a pilot.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
I support it. Okay, pancake flipper. I support it. You know it is.
I said pilot. When you come up with pancakes.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you want to do something that's not so demanding. Or physically, you know.
Being a pilot.
Okay, a pilot, but she ain't flying no airplane. She ain't flying no plane.
I'm not.
She barely know how to drive, so you know. And I'm supporting that 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Did you all hear that?
And she's getting better at it every day. When I say, baby, you did put a turn signal on for that left turn now. Okay, so.
Just so you all know, I really do know how to drive.
Yes,
I was driving low before I met him.
Wait. You know what? She's Maria Andretti, okay, when it comes behind the wheel. And I support her in that because I like a fast driver. My wife give me the point A to point B whenever the fuck I need. When I don't feel like driving, support.
Support.
That's what we talking about here, people. So y'all gotta, live it, love it, breathe it, pass it along. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go ahead and give it to somebody else. Support.
So let's get back.
Right. You got to make somebody's day because
make somebody's day. You know what? I have people that I've met, and let's say just met people on my new job, and I don't know people. I don't know them, but I feel like just as a person, just as a woman, that you support people on what it is that they're trying to do. You know, we don't, and I feel like we don't, as just people, we don't always connect that way. And when someone tells you their story, sometimes it makes a difference if you say such things as, you know what, I don't know you like that, but I feel like you're doing the right thing.
Right.
I feel like whatever you're doing is working for you.
Right.
And just, it's encouragement.
Yes, it is.
For people to be like, you know what, I feel like I didn't feel like I was doing the right thing. And I know you don't know me, and maybe my opinion may or may not necessarily mean anything, but I think it means enough to people when you can let someone know, you know what, I don't know you, but I think you got it.
Right. Because you also think about how much negativity is out here. Because motherfuckers ain't supporting your dreams. Not everybody.
They're not supporting your dreams. They're not supporting your ideas. They're not supporting your views. And here's the thing: no one ever have to do any of those things.
Right.
However, if I share something with you, it's not for you to tear me down.
Right.
You may not necessarily have to build me up, but it's not for you to tear me down.
Right.
And I think that's the thing about humans is that we find it so quick to say, girl, that's just stupid. Well, why would you want to do that? I don't understand why you said that.
But you know what? It's only stupid until that motherfucker start making $1 million and then be like, I've been your support system ever since. Man, get your motherfucking ass on. It's time to move around because you ain't getting none of this paper.
That's right.
Period.
That's right. And let me say this. I work in an office now.
Office working ass. Office working ass.
What?
She an office working ass.
What I do?
She an office working ass.
I am.
She is a secretary. She tell you about your. Oh, okay. We weren't talking about it. Okay, let's get back on topic. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest. I turned 50 in July, but I don't have a lot of confidence, which would be odd. That if you knew me, you would assume I have all the confidence in the world, because most people seem to think I do. But as I've gotten older and less in a particular field, I found myself feeling less. What's the word I'm looking for? Well, okay, we just go with the confidence. This feeling less confident about what my skills are, and I have an extreme skill set. I've done a lot of things in my life as far as jobs, and I started this job, and I will have to say I'm so grateful. Outside of my husband, who encouraged me, that baby, oh my God, you got this, you can do this. My daughter,
right.
Mom, you got this, you can do this. But just starting on a job with women, because it's predominantly women, who was like, you're doing fine, you're doing good, it's okay if you mess up, blah, blah, blah. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And it helps me get through my day.
Right.
Because I'm always admonishing myself for what I think I'm not doing right, admonishing myself for what I think I don't remember.
Right.
And we joke about this and everything, but being my age and having ADD, because I don't have a problem saying that, it's a challenge. It's a really big challenge. And so to be at a place that people are like, listen, hey, whatever help you need, or
right.
if you got this, or you need this,
yeah.
And I'm working with young women. I got about 3 or 4 women, maybe close to my age, but most of these women are young women. These are women of, my daughter's age, and they're so graceful with their help, and because they don't have to help me do anything. I mean, honestly, they're not getting paid to train me. But what I do appreciate about them is they're encouraging me. I feel like I'm always apologizing for maybe not remembering to do something, or I feel like I'm always asking, could you help me how to do blah, blah, blah. But no one's ever made me feel stupid. No one ever made me feel old, and no one's ever made me feel incompetent. And that's what we're talking about when we talk about encouragement.
Right. Well, support. I mean, just that support. Right.
Now, again, when we initially started this, it's about couple support. I think because we're a couple, so that's kind of generally the things that we're talking about is the same things we get from a job. It's the same thing we should expect from our mate.
Right.
And it's small, big. I mean, hell, I could cook, but I feel less confident about my cooking since I've been married to Bino, and the reason why is because that brother could throw down a 15-course meal. 15. Yep. And he could have cheese, butter, and pasta, but he could make a 50-course meal of that cheese, butter, and pasta.
Yep. Seasonings.
With seasonings and everything.
It's all about the seasoning.
It's all about the seasoning.
Yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? For real.
So, but I am a recipe person. Now, there's some things I've done, I mean, that's a staple to my family that I can do without a recipe, but my confidence is not there when he's around. It has nothing to do with him. That has more to do with, I know that he's extraordinary at what I feel like he's extraordinary at what it is that he do. Right. So my confidence in like,
yeah. And sometimes my support can be overwhelming because I'll be like, baby, you need my help. Baby, I got you. God. I can be an addition to your dish. And it's not always needed. I don't know how to sit my ass down. So me being supportive, turns out in the physical sense more than just it being verbal.
True.
But at the end of the day, it's just being able to support one another, respect boundaries, but support one another in a sense that says, hey, I'm here if you need me. Don't hesitate to call me.
Right.
Because if you don't call me, I ain't going to support your ass.
He going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
you know why? Because he busy as hell. Yeah, he don't know how to sit down.
Busybody Jenkins. You know what I'm saying?
That's who he is.
Yeah. Busybody Jenkins.
Yeah, that is who he is.
Jenkins, I put a last name on when I'm trying to be extra with shit, just so y'all know. But no, being supportive is that plus one. never down in somebody's dreams, never smashing somebody's dreams. I've never done that to my wife.
No,
whatever the fuck she wanted to do, I've always been supportive because, hey, you know, there's something I might want to do that I'm looking for that same encouragement and support. And it's not saying that that's the only reason why I do it. I do it because that's the person I am. You know, my wife want to be a motherfucking astronaut. Hey, I'm supporting. What you need to do, what you need, you know, what books do you need?
Oh, just so you know, I'm claustrophobic, so I'll never be able to be in a rocket ship. So, but if I wanted to,
I'll never be able to be in a rocket ship. I mean, that's how I heard it. You know what I'm saying?
But if I wanted to, I know he's supportive of it.
Yeah.
You know,
I got you.
I know you got me.
Yeah, but you know, we really wanted to touch down with this as far as being supportive, whether it's with a mate, whether it's with a friend, whether it's with a stranger. You know, sometimes we all need that support because so many times we get discouraged by a lot of motherfuckers because there's so many negative people in the world. And you like, goddamn, you're draining my ass and I can't deal with you. So I'm gonna keep that shit moving. Because think about this. How many negative people you got in your life? Motherfuckers who talking bad about their mates. Motherfuckers talking bad about their jobs. That shit pulls you down.
Family.
You could say, man, I got a dream to start my own business or a rap career or whatever I'm going to build a house or whatever. I'm like, and then you got a motherfucker like, wow. Because they always whining, crying, and you just want to slap the shit out of them and be like, you know what? I don't need that shit in my life. And then you got to move around. But
sometimes when you have too many people who are telling what you can't do, then you don't do.
Yeah.
Because you believe that. And the reason why we believe it because we're not always strong in what it is that we want to do.
Right.
And unfortunately, if we're not strong enough on our own, it's very easy for someone to come along and be like, well, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you're that good at that. Well, I'm kind of thinking that's not where you should go. Yeah. It's not about, I mean, whether you fail or not, it has nothing to do with anyone else but you.
Right.
Anyone else but you. And you have to go, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna try this shit out. If it don't work, that's for you to decide that this is not working out.
Yeah. And you know, support is the foundation for your dreams. And that's literal in so many fucking cases because think about it. A mattress supports your dreams. A mattress
supports your dreams.
Yes, it does. So a motherfucker in your life supports your dreams. So
like a mattress.
If you're not comfortable with an individual in your life, you know, if they always negative, you know, being that motherfucking, what's that, Debbie Downer? Being that motherfucking Debbie Downer, you don't need that shit in your life.
Don't listen to
Debbie Downer. Ultimately, you know, support is the foundation for you to make your dreams happen.
That's right.
And, you know, Dino and Bino, you know, that's what we got for y'all. And, you know, if there's any questions, comments, concerns, put it down at the bottom. Y'all already know what to do.
We appreciate your support.
Yeah.
But if we appreciate your comments too. Good or bad.
Yeah, constructive.
But I want you all to know.
Criticism.
I will cry for every bad comment. Just so you know. I'm a crier. No, that's not true.
I'm gonna cry for every bad comment. I'm gonna cry for every bad comment. I'm gonna cry for every bad comment.
Wham wham.
I'm gonna cry for I'm gonna say wham wham. Yeah, but you know, this is just yet another podcast from Dino and motherfucking Bino. I know I curse a lot.
He likes to curse.
But just get in tune because that ain't the end of it.
No, it's not.
So
you'll get another one.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yes.
Because that's what we do.
That's what we do.
We love you all. Thank you so much for listening.
Right. Tuning in. We signing off. Peace.